The work of Esther Bubbly, a new training ground for young musicians, and music from the end of the road with Aaron Kircher and his crazy neighbors. You couldn't ask for more.
Funding for the playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
On a Minnesota summer night, some neighbors got together in Ely, and the rest is history. Please welcome Aaron Kircher and his crazy neighbors to the playlist. Job. Thank you so much. We'll hear more music in just a minute and get the backstory on the crazy neighbors later in the show. But you know what? The Music Resource Center is all about channeling the power of music and music making for teens. A pilot project is up and running in Duluth, and Crystal Pelkey is here to fill us in. You are the force behind the Music Center, Crystal.
Several people actually have come together to make this pilot project work, but I'm very excited to say that it is up and running in Duluth at Sacred Heart Music Center. It's been about 3 years in the making now that we've been working on this project. So
what is it all about? What are they doing?
You know what? It's an opportunity for kids to get together after school and learn every aspect of the music industry, from performance to learning an instrument, audio engineering, songwriting. And they're doing it in a setting with some really great mentors and professionals in the music industry. And so it's a really exciting project to be involved in.
Well, we got a chance to go and see one of the Monday sessions this past week, and you can tell from what the kids had to say, they're really excited about it. So take a look.
I'm Kern Effinger, and my band, we're called Dolphin of the Week. We've been together for a couple months now, working on writing lyrics, parts, whatever. Alan Sparhawk from Low stopped by and gave us some tips on vocals, which was helpful, and some stage setup, and that was really cool. And it's been a really great experience having everybody here. I'm more here for the music, but I'd honestly love to do recording just so I know how to do that and mess with the mixers and vocal stuff. I'd love to learn everything.
So what a cool opportunity for these kids, and what are they actually learning? What do they get to do?
You know, they're actually learning about every aspect of the music industry, like I mentioned. So everything from music theory to chord progressions to how to play an instrument to how to set up sound equipment, how to perform, vocals, audio engineering. The recording aspect, I think, is one of the most unique parts, and we're lucky enough to have Eric Swanson from Sacred Heart Music Center on board as an instructor to that degree. So what an opportunity for these kids to get to work with one of the most wonderful audio engineers in northern Minnesota. Mm-hmm. So,
and it is a pilot project, and it's modeled off of another city.
It is actually. This is a pilot project from Charlottesville, Virginia. And I stumbled upon this project when I was in Charlottesville for a research project for the artworks in Duluth. And we came across Sibley Johns, the executive director of the Music Resource Center, and the Music Resource Center on our trip. And I saw what they were doing for kids, and I just thought it was an amazing program. And so I brought that model back to Duluth and started conversations, and with support from the Armory Arts and Music Center as my fiscal agent, I was able to receive some grants for the project and research it more in depth and really look and explore the opportunity about having it in Duluth.
Before we run out of time, tell me who can qualify and how do you get involved?
If you're a musician, if you're interested in music in 6th through 12th grade, enrolled in school, you absolutely can be a part of our project. We meet Mondays and Thursdays at Sacred Heart Music Center from 4 to 7 p.m. You're welcome to stop by, pick up an application. We also have a Facebook page, Music Resource Center Duluth. If you're interested, and we're looking for musicians as volunteers and mentors. We're looking for extra bass amps that are in your basement that you don't need anymore. If you would like to financially support the project, it would be really important for us as we move towards a permanent home, hopefully in the restored armory in a few years.
And you really want to grow this program, so
absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to come over tonight and tell us about it.
Thank you, my pleasure.
That's really cool. Well, thank you. Now you can learn more about the Music Resource Center by visiting their Facebook page. It has links, background information, and more photos. And we'll be back in a minute.
The idea of it is, what if a grand old theater had fallen on hard times and didn't have very many actors left and didn't have much properties or furniture or even costumes left, and needed to do Alfred Hitchcock's The 39 Steps, which is a film, and there were only 4 of them. How would you do that? I'm Julie Acey, and I'm the director of Alfred Hitchcock's The 39 Steps.
Where Hitchcock, does have a signature sense of humor, And he likes to put that very wry sense of humor into all of his projects. This one kind of magnifies it and makes it big, and it turns it into a farce.
Jason Page is playing just one character, and when I say just one character, he's our hero. He's Richard Hannay, and Krista Schultz plays 3 different women, and then Jack Starr and Zach Stouffer play everybody else.
My name is Zachary Stouffer. I play Policeman 1, Heavy 2, Clown 1, Crofter.
They have to continually create on stage the kinds of things that movies do so easily just by having that kind of motion. So if they're on a train, they need to have that kind of physicality of being on a train and when the train stops. It's interesting because I think it's probably one of the most theatrical plays I've ever directed, but it's based on a film. It's really for anybody. I mean, it really is. Little kids, I think, will really enjoy it because it moves very fast. It's very physical. Certainly for Hitchcock fans, it's a really fresh take on something. It's very ingenious and inventive. It's a really great script to work with. We open on June 2nd, and we run until the 12th.
There's more information about arts happenings on our website, theplaylistonline.org, and you can make suggestions for future shows too. Now, our studio artwork comes from Sievertson's Gallery this week. It features oils from Chisholm native Alberta Morana. Her work often captures the landscape of the North, and it's on display at the Sievertson's Gallery here in Duluth. Now, the Duluth Art Institute has a collection of powerful photographs taken by Superior native Esther Bubbly. Her work captures the golden age of America in vintage prints. Curator Ann Dugan shares the exhibit in this week's Art Profile.
Esther was, in the age of photojournalism, sort of this golden age of photojournalism, she worked for Life, Look, Ladies' Home Journal. She was involved with commercial work as well as, high art. So she was a working woman, and what this show is great at doing is showing that range. I'm Ann Dugan. I'm the curator at the Duluth Art Institute, and we're standing in the first retrospective of Esther Bubbly's work back home in her hometown, the Twin Ports. We start with her first assignment at the Office of War Information, the bus story. After the Office of War Information, she followed Roy Stryker to Standard Oil. And so what they did is they hired a team of photographers to go around and photograph what they would call a drop of oil in everything. And then again with Standard Oil, she did another bus stop series. And so this one actually is in waiting room. So she actually just went over to Grand Central Station and photographed people in the waiting room. And this one in particular I think is just fantastic, the expressions on the people's face. Like any photojournalist, she would do projects. So another project that she did was at the Pittsburgh Children's Hospital, and she did this wonderful series of an emergency tracheotomy. These 4 are actually from a series of 13 that were picked up by Edward Steichen, who was at the Museum of Modern Art at the time, saw them and just was thrilled by the work and included them in a show at the MoMA because of just the drama that she was able to capture in those 13 photos. This actually was the first project that she did for Life. They hired her to do, and this was on the cover. Included with the vintage prints are the magazine tear sheets from the stories that her work was a part of. So the I'm the Housewife with 10 Thumbs, we have 2 of the original vintage prints and then the story that goes along with it. Esther grew up in Superior, Wisconsin. Her father ran an auto body repair shop. Her mom ran a general store. So it wasn't a high-class family. It was very much a working family. So she would bring the camera back to when she would visit, but she also was assigned a few projects by Standard Oil to come back to the Twin Ports and photograph. So she spent some time on the Henry Ford II with Standard Oil, photographing daily life on the boat. We have Oradoc workers. It's a real treat to have both a local connection of the photographer, but then to have photographs of our area of this famous photographer. The other thing that we have going on this summer is a whole series of enhancement activities. So not only do we have gallery guides on staff during open hours, we also have special tours by people that can talk about Esther in particular. We're working with the Douglas County Historical Society and having experts there come and speak to us about Esther. It's neat to bring it all full circle. The exhibit's Esther Bubbly on Assignment, and it's on view right now at the Duluth Art Institute, and will be up until August 7th.
Along with Esther Bubbly's photographs, the Art Institute has an accompanying exhibit on local women in advertising. Mad Women runs concurrently, and there's a gallery talk next Thursday on the relationship between art and advertising. Now, please welcome back Aaron Kircher and his Crazy Neighbors.
Smile, smile. I never want you to be less than happy. I do whatever it takes to get us by. Smile, smile. Been so long since seen you happy. Won't you let me see you smile? Smile, smile. I never want you to be less than happy. Whatever it takes to get us by. Smile, smile. Been so long since seen you happy. Won't you let me see you smile? I know what you're thinking, 'cause I seen your point of view. This perfect. That's your reason, but what I'm saying, you know it's true. Smile, smile. I never want you to be less than happy. Do whatever it takes to get us by. Smile, smile. Been so long since seen you happy. Won't you let me see you smile? Try to tell me that it's nothing. Sometimes I get sidetracked. Yeah, I believe you, and that's always perfect. That's your reason, but what I'm saying, come on, smiley, let the light shine through. Smile, smile. I never want you to be less than happy. Do whatever it takes to get us by. Smile, smile. Been so long since seen you happy. Won't you let me see you smile? Smile, smile. I never want you to be less than happy. Do whatever it takes to get us by. Smile, smile. Been so long since seen you happy. Won't you
is just great. And thank you very much, all of you. Thank you for making the trip down from
Thanks
Ely.
for having us.
You guys have an awesome full sound. It's just really cool. So will you,
Appreciate
Aaron, introduce your band?
We have Chris Henningsen here on mandolin, Duluth native Kyle Westrick on bass, and Chip Hansen on drums.
Okay. And you are?
And I'm Aaron Kircher.
And where are you from, Aaron?
Ely.
Born and raised?
No, actually, all four of us are packsackers that ended up relocating.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how the Crazy Neighbors got together.
It was 3 years ago. Well, I had moved up to Ely 4 years ago to hide in the woods and wasn't sure I wanted to play in a band again until I met my crazy neighbor, Kyle. And then Chip came along because he had the best toys, so we let him be in the band because he had the great clubhouse to practice in. And Chris one day showed up in my basement, and haven't been able to get rid of him since.
He picked up the mandolin, and now he's
Yes.
in for good. For good. Tell me a little about the songwriting and the influences. Where do you draw your inspiration?
Actually, probably from a little bit of everything, good, bad, and the ugly. And lots of Beatles, Bob Dylan, and suppose we've each been influenced by different backgrounds of music and kind of all brought that to the table. And so there's plenty of different influences all the way around.
I was asking you earlier how to describe your music.
We haven't
That's a
been
tough
able,
one, isn't it?
yeah, we haven't been able to come up with that yet.
Yeah. So tell me where I can hear your music or where I can look for more information on you guys.
Our website is www.crazyneighborsband.com.
Okay.
And otherwise, we're also on all the online music places such as Amazon, iTunes.
And where do I hear you next live? Where can I hear you play?
Ely on Sunday, but we will be throughout the summer at Northern Grounds in Ely would be the most consistent place every Tuesday night. And then otherwise, yeah, we'd end up making our rounds throughout the state. And
I'm glad you came down to Duluth.
Thank you for
taking
having
the
us.
time. Yeah, it's really fun to be able to share music from outside the Duluth market, so thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. Well, the busy summer schedule is ready to start this weekend, so go out and enjoy the arts, and one more song from the Crazy Neighbors.
Is there really any wonder that there's nothing left at all? Is there really any wonder when the writing's on the wall? See, I got even up there. It got big as world got small. Is there really any wonder how you stop this free fall? Try to dress that fleeting thought, peace of mind. Seemed like a few before when I met your kind. Awesome elementary walks, I don't mind. Start from the top again, cover it one more time. Is there really any wonder that she lost what she can do yet? Is there really any wonder why you wallow in your shame? See that even the days your head got big, this world got small. Is there really any wonder how you started this free one more time. Grass, their feet in dark peace of mind. Seen the likes of you before when I met your kind. Cross these elementary walls. Hey, I don't mind starting from the top again and cover it one more time. You say you need another chance, but it's high time dictated by circumstance. There you've lost the only thing you should know, and it's only right you.
Funding for the playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and by viewers like you. Local support for the playlist is made possible by